What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the Draft to Glory. Yes, we are back. Usually on Thursdays I have rewards up, but you know, rewards are just terrible right now, man. People aren't even playing for champs. The team of the week is always super bad with, you know, 1 to 3 great players and then just loads of mediocre players in there. And so people just aren't interested in it, but what people are interested in is the draft. You guys are loving it right now, and if you're enjoying this video specifically, drop a thumbs up. That would be very much appreciated. Let's try and smash 5,000 likes for today. Yeah, the last few drafts we've done really well. We've been winning a lot. I've got some good formations here. Good formations in terms of ratings as well. I'm going to take the 4-2-3-1. It's the formation I use the most in game. Hopefully we can start with a Eusebio, a Cruyff, or a Hullet. We can't. I am going to take Coutinho for that Hunter Chem style. He gets popped onto the bench. A lot of people have been thinking, Skills as well messaged me. He was like, yo dude, like, have drafts been nerfed? Like, I can't get anything at the moment. And I don't necessarily think they have been, but I've been watching a lot of people draft a lot over the last week or so, and the icons are popping less than ever. Now I've got some really good options here. First and foremost, Dybala is very, very good. That's a strong card. Heung-min Son as well, 5-star, 4-star. I like that card a lot. And then Harry Kane, his shooting is so good. His stamina is great. His height. I'm going to take Harry Kane, I think. He's the highest rated as well. And then these 3 picks here will really determine on, you know, how great or bad my draft is going to be. And although this is a grey pick, we've actually got a good card here in Hulk. Great long shots and shot power. Really good physicals. Decent enough dribbling, just super low balance and not the greatest composure. But we are going to take Hulk. Obviously, if we can hit Pele, we're not going to hit Pele. We are going to hit... We're going to... might take Ninkovic for the shadow there. I will take him. We'll take that shadow chem style. Let's go and pick a couple of reserves. I'm going to do a bit differently. There we go. We get ourselves a nice cam in Litmanen. We had him in a previous draft, and he's very, very good. 4-star weak foot. I think I actually scored more goals with his left foot than I did with his right. I could take Oblak here, but I'm more than happy to take the icon cam, pop him in there. Obviously gives us a nice little chem boost to a couple of the guys that are also linked in there. And then our next pick is going to be Neymar. Perfect. We get a shadow chem style off of him. We get a nice high-rated player that we can bring into that cam role. Oh, wow. Marco Reus in there as well. I like that Reus card. I like this team so far. I know all 3 cams other than Litmanen are only going to be on 8 chemistry or 7 chemistry, but that's a really good start so far. So let's move into the CDM spots. Can we get something big here? Not really. We literally have nothing that links to anyone here. There's no great chem style here either. So in terms of the best player available, I'm going to take Danny Garcia. He's got good defending and physical. And should I get La Liga players in the back line, he'll just be a great way to link them together. And there is our first La Liga player with Hernandez. It's our second headliner card as well. The headliner cards are really cool, actually. I like the way they look. And then at left back here, I'm going to take Digne. This draft is a bit weird. We've got some really, really good players and then some really bang average players. And we're going to carry on with that bang average list here. We'll take Sahin. And he also has a shadow chem style for us. He doesn't actually help Royce by way of chemistry in any way. We'll take Lala there as well. Again with the shadow. We're doing all right with the shadow chem styles. We've got plenty. Come on, give me Varane. I don't care what version of him. No. Jeremy Matthews, good for the French links. It's an okay card as well. I don't really like his reactions, but generally speaking, it's an okay card. Van Dijk obviously is a machine. I'm going to take Van Dijk. We're going to swap those around. We're going to go and get ourselves... Hugo Lloris would actually be ideal here. I don't particularly like Lloris. I mean, David De Gea is also phenomenal for us. So in terms of the starting lineup, guys, De Gea, Hernandez, Van Dijk, brilliant. Lala, brilliant. Digne is okay. We'll pop a shadow on him. Our 2 CDMs are horrendous. Our cams and striker are brilliant. It's just our chemistry is woeful. Absolutely woeful. We're going to need, hopefully, a couple of big picks. Now we've got a choice. We could take 93 Luis Suarez, who doesn't link to anyone, but is probably better up there than Kane. Or we could take 94 George Best, who we could just sub on straight away. Or some point in the game, and he's who I'm going to take because he is just phenomenal. Next pick is a blue pick. Oh, at last! At last! I finally got 99 Team of the Year Ronaldo. I can't tell you how long it's been since I've had this card. I have drafted somewhere in the region of 200 times in the last week and a half to 2 weeks, just because of like trying to hit the 194s and the 193s. And I've seen him one time in that amount of time. I haven't used him. That was on a burner account where I was throwing away the drafts. To actually get Cristiano Ronaldo, oh, that is phenomenal. I don't even care now. As long as I get 2 half-decent CDMs, even if I sub them on, having Ronaldo is amazing. In before first rounded as well. Undoubtedly, I'm going to likely get first rounded here now. Because I'm not putting this draft chemistry is just not the one, is it? Swap those two around and get us a little bit extra chemistry on there. Yeah, we might be able to get some more chem out of here somewhere somehow. Let's get there. There you go, 78 chemistry there. The goalkeeper doesn't really matter. An icon goalkeeper would be better for us. We get our third headliner. Alisson would be good for chemistry. Not for Van Dijk, but for Alisson. It would give Alisson more chem. I'm not going for a highest rated draft here, so I'm going to take him for the time being. That puts us up to 81 chem. I really need, do you know what? Not even defenders, midfielders. I really need 2 really good CDMs. I'll take Hermoso there. That does give us a chem boost by popping him in there. Do I want that? I don't think I want that. I could sub Lala on at CDM. Here's another defensive pick. This is tough, man. We get Nelson Semedo, who is very good for us because he can go into that right wing back role or right back role there. And now I can sub on Lala. So Lala is a one defensive minded pick, can come on. Next pick, come on here. Hit me with a good CDM here. No chance, no such luck. We'll take Coman for the chem style. And then, come on, Icon Zanetti. No Icon Zanetti. Milinkovic Savic. Could take Parejo, who just works for chemistry, right? We could put him in that cam role. He'll get full chem. We can then bring him down into the left CDM role and sub immediately on George Best or Neymar. It would be better for overall team chemistry as well. So we would throw him up there. That takes us to 90 chemistry overall. I'm going to sort out chem styles, guys, before we go for this last pick, and I will be right back. All right, guys, here we go with our final pick. Let's see what we get. An icon would be massive to link a few people. We didn't get an icon. We'll take Di Maria for the 5-star. No, we've already got Ronaldo for the 5-star skill moves. We'll take Alexis Sanchez. Let me move back in all of the players here. So I've actually kept Parejo where he is for what he is, because we're going to be putting a shadow on him. I'm going to show you guys just in a second as well what the aim is for this team. I'll be honest, although we have finally got Ronaldo, I don't really think that this is a spectacular team. Man, imagine had I have taken that Robertson when I had the chance, I would have got way bigger chem bonus. So that's the team, how it's looking. I want Lala to go on that, and I want George Best to go on that. And then for the bench, we want Neymar on. Ooh. Yeah, so the way this is going to look, guys, right, is straight from kickoff. Parejo's going to get popped into CDM, and Lala is going to get subbed on into CDM. So Sahin and Danny Garcia will be out, and then Parejo and Lala will be our CDMs, and the other sub will be George Best coming on at that cam role. So we'll have Littman, Royce and Best at cam, Ronaldo at striker. Our backline is okay, and then we'll have as one final sub Neymar probably to come on as the final sub for either Royce or Littman. It's a good squad. It is a good overall squad. Because it's not flooded with icons and 100 chemistry and super high rated, I'm a little bit concerned that we're not going to get out of it exactly what we want. 92 chem with him, 91 there, 91 there, 92 with the French manager, and 90 there. Let's take the La Liga manager. So that, guys, is the squad. I'm very excited to be using Cristiano Ronaldo again. Whether or not we can do great things with this draft or not is left to be seen. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against is going to be a real true test of how well my team will hold up against these monster drafts. Prime moments, Lineker, Lippmann and Yashin. Team of the year, Ramos and Varane. Regular icon, Puyol and Lothar Matthäus. And then a whole host of other superstar players in the mix. But it just wasn't enough to stop Cristiano Ronaldo, man. The scoop volleys are just so strong. You could have 95 Yashin, 97 De Gea. Doesn't matter who you got in goal. You know, he's just so good at it. He's just so strong. Here he is again. Scoop, boom, volley, goal. That's 2-0. 2 goals for Cristiano Ronaldo. That soon became 3-0. An even better finish here. Another volley coming up here on his 4-star weak foot. But not a scoop this time. Instead, Best bangs it into the box. And Ronaldo bangs it in to the top right-hand corner to make it 3-0. And that soon became 4-0 here. George Best scooping it up to himself. And I'm glad that one went in, because I wanted people to see that the angle is generally irrelevant from where you shoot. You know, as long as you get it up in the air and don't have anyone standing within like 2 yards of you to block the specific shot, it will typically just fly in. Into the second round, guys, we'll come up against this team, a 4-2-2. Some really strong players in there. Pele, Suarez and Messi, of course. More Baggio, Team of the Year, Marcelo. This was one of those games. I'm super, super glad I won in the end. This is one of those games where, regardless of whether you win or lose, you come away from this game feeling beaten up by EA. You come away from this game feeling relieved and frustrated instead of joyful and happy. And the reason why that is because his goalkeeper on this occasion, I've got 99 Team of the Year Ronaldo. I've got a great attack outside of that. We've got prime moments Best, the 91 Royce. His Donnarumma was making some absolutely stupid saves. I'm hitting shots from the top of the box in perfect goal scoring angles. I'm hitting volleys that is getting saved. And at 1-0 down, I thought it was going to be one of those games. When he pulled it back to 2-2 with 8 minutes to go, I really thought it was going to be one of those games. Fortunately enough, as we get a scoop shot here with Ronaldo that rebounds off the post, and fortunately Lippmann was there to collect and tap in. I really thought it was going to be one of those games. And you'll see from the match stats here, guys, my opponent, to his credit, created a fair few opportunities. 10 saves for his Donnarumma. But look at the shot map, the heat map for the shots, and the number of shots. 19 shots, 17 on target. All of them from inside or just outside the box. And it's that same old adage on FIFA that it's easier to score the difficult chances than it is to score the easy chances. It's so much more simple to score a volley from 30 yards with Ronaldo than it is to score a one-on-one from 10 yards with Cristiano Ronaldo. And that just shouldn't be the case. Into the semi-final, though, guys, we come up against a 4-3-3. Another couple of prime icon moments. Team of the Year Van Dijk in there. But, I was feeling Ronaldo, man, and he's just unstoppable. Heel-to-heel flick there. The ball volleys back, drops back to him. The scoop, the volley in at the back of the net to make it 1-0 after 4 minutes. It took us a fair while before we got the second goal. Cristiano Ronaldo here as well. This is what I love about him. Look at this shot, man. I didn't even need to volley this. Look, the keeper just stands still. He just hits it so hard. A timed finish to the top left to make it 2-0. 2 soon became 3. Lovely little counter-attack here. Lippmann into Ronaldo. Ronaldo just waits and waits and waits. My opponent manually defending is a huge issue for him. He picked into his left back there, or his left centre-back, and run away to cover the ball carrier. What that allowed me to do with Ronaldo was run forwards into yards and yards of space. And we then scored probably the goal of the tournament here with Ronaldo. Love a little bit of trickery and skills before he rifles that ball into the back of the net to make it 4-0. And that's all 4 goals from Ronaldo in this game so far as well. My opponent did eventually get one back, a beautiful ball in, defended well, but the rebound falls to Messi to tap home for 4-1. And here comes 5-1. Cristiano Ronaldo down the left-hand side. Actually, this might be my favourite goal. This was also a pretty fantastic goal. We get down that left-hand side, ball roll into the Neymar chop, rainbow flick, regular flick, shoots home, 5-1, and sensational play. So we go into the final, and again, for me, the semi-final is just that ball of death right there. If you lose in the semi-final, you're gutted. Any other round, no problem. So once we got through that round, I was just confident. I was comfortable. I was enjoying the team. We come up against a pretty weird but very good squad. He's got a lot of the overpowered players, just not the greatest chemistry. He has got Team and Mbappe, who for me is just underneath Ronaldo in terms of being the best player in the game, but is definitely up there as one of the top 3 to 5 players of all time in any FIFA. I think Team Ronaldo, Team Mbappe, Team Neymar, 94 Cruyff and 94 Eusebio and 94 Hullet. They're probably my all-time top 5 this year in FIFA. And my opponent did score with Mbappe off the bat, but I had a feeling I was going to win this game. He was all at sea defensively. He just kept making lots of mistakes. The AI scores for me there with Marco Reus. I missed a shot, it got deflected wide, and then the AI slides in with Reus. But it wasn't necessarily a goal that changed the shape of the game. I was all over my opponent anyway. We pulled it in front there with Lippmann to make it 2-1. We eventually made that 3-1. Cristiano Ronaldo here goes clean through against Titi, just destroys him for pace, gets into the space and drills that to the near post to make it 3-1. 3-1 soon became 4-1. Again, down the right-hand side on a nice counter-attack here. Best with the La Croqueta pass 1. Stop and turns inside pass 2. Into Lippmann. Lippmann to Reus, who pops it up to himself, shoots and scores to make it 4. And that, guys, was where my opponent rage quit. And that is the end of that. So a superb draft. Cristiano Ronaldo, utterly bonkers, by far and away the best player I've ever used in any FIFA ever. That is the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. All right, guys, so we won the draft today. Man, I like this guy. I've played with a lot of cards this year. This is mostly recently, specifically because of draft. I played with a 94 Hullet, the 99 Pele, the 94 Eusebio, the 95 Cruyff, and all other cards around. I've played a bit with Team Mbappe and a bit with Team Neymar, and I think they're both great. The 94 Rude Hullet is all sorts of levels of greatness, right? But this Cristiano Ronaldo is without any question the best card in the game. Without question. He just has everything. Perfect shooting, perfect passing, perfect dribbling, perfect pace and perfect physicals, and it's just a joy to play with him. I mean, I don't know how many of the goals he scored, most of them. He hits the ball harder than anyone else, he runs quicker than anyone else, he's got the 5-star skill moves. It's crazy to me that this man here is what, 34 years old? Yeah, he's 34 years old. 34 years old, this man right here. And he's still got a 99 rated card in FIFA, and he's still dominating at Juventus. Probably not going to win the Champions League this year unless Juve can have a massive comeback against Atletico Madrid. But he's going to win more titles and potentially get another Team of the Year card next year. Are EA going to nerf his pace even more? I don't know. What would be really interesting is if regular Cristiano Ronaldo with 84 pace is anywhere near as revered as other versions of Ronaldo. I wonder if a 93 Ronaldo with 84 pace is 300k coins, because people are just look, he's just not fast enough. I don't know. But this is what the draft looked like in game, guys. I was a little bit concerned that I wouldn't win the draft with this team. What it is in draft is it's less about how good your back line is and more about how good your front line is. Because as long as you can outscore your opponent, that's all that matters. And that's exactly what we did, obviously, in every game. 4-0 win, 3-2 win, 5-1 win, 4-1 win. Easy games, easy life. And we end up getting 2 gold packs and 2 premium gold player packs. So that is our rewards. Now, we will make profit. I know that we will make profit. We get so many cards out of this, so many players in general. We're guaranteed 30 players that even at discard prices basically are 15,000 coins back, with everything else that comes alongside the packs, the higher valued players, potential higher rated players, consumables out the 5k packs. We're guaranteeing ourselves here 5 to 15,000 coins profit. And then obviously if we can hit someone big, that's even better. And to start with, getting 2 shiny golds out of our 5k packs is pretty good. He's sadly a duplicate. We'll send that down to the trade pile. Let's have a look at Kittel here. So he's got 300 on bid and 750 no bin. So we'll pop him up for 600 there and get a few coins back for him. And then this guy is probably, he doesn't even sell for on open bid. So we could just discard him and get rid of him. And then go and find ourselves 2 premium gold players pack. So here we go. Number 1, guys, is going to give us, come on, hit me with a walkout, EA. No walkout. Just give me a board then. Board. No board. Inform. No. Cool. Who is it going to be? It's going to be Bellarabi. So an 81 rated. I don't mind this. You know, I'm putting players in the club. Hector Bellerin in there is not bad. Is he worth a fair bit? Is he actually worth 3k? 1k on bid, 2k right there, 1500, maybe not. Eder Militao coming in here, worth nothing as well. And then I need to just do a quick check of these. Like, so, see, and this is why he's worth like 600 extra. You know, we could get a few extra coins out of him. I just like to check this because sometimes, like, that guy's only worth 300. Sometimes you just get some players that just have like way better value. See, that guy's only worth 300. He's not worth it. This guy would assume will probably sell for a little bit more. Yeah, see, 400 on bid and nothing under 1,000 coins bin for 5 minutes. So we could put him up to like 800, 850, 900 and get some coins off of him here. Katuka, 500, no one's buying that. He can go. 500, no one's buying him. He can go. And last but not least, Bellarabi, 650 on bid. He can go. That's embarrassing. And here we go, guys, with our final Premium Gold Players pack of today's video. EA, can you give us something? No, you can't. At least a board? Just no. So again, I know I will make profit off of today's video. Remember Dario Serna's team of the season in FIFA 16? What an amazing card that was. Yeah, I know we are going to make profit here today. It's just not going to be much. Isn't Dunk like 1,000 coins? No, wow, I'm way off base there. But anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.